In this short video, I'm going to outline the 10 steps I'll take to publish my next book on Amazon KDP. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Taylor the Ecom RN, and I started self-publishing on Amazon in 2023. I went on to have some early success, and I want to document my progress as I continue to grow this business and hopefully inspire and encourage others to do the same. So let's jump into this video. I'll tell you guys the next book I'm going to publish and the 10 steps I'm going to take to do so. All right, so let's get into this. What is my plan here for this new book? Well, I've broken this down into 10 steps. I'm going to try to document each one of these so you guys can follow along, and you can see all those steps here. Basically, I have to reformat the interior, get a new cover, get a new title, copyright it. I want to send out an email campaign so I can show you guys how to do that. I'm going to create some new bullet points, publish the book on Amazon, create new A+ content, get some reviews, and send out another email campaign and start running some ads. That's the big picture overview. Let's see exactly what I'm talking about. So here's my plan. I have these two books that sell okay, nothing crazy. You can see it's been almost a year. These books have made me almost $3,500 in royalties during that time. And basically what I want to do is combine these two books into a bundle book. Now, this isn't going to be actually two separately printed books bundled together. I'm just going to combine these two book interiors into one single book with a new cover that I will publish on Amazon. For reference really quick, you can see I've done this before. This is a different series of books that I made for nursing students. And you can see that this book here, if we look at the back cover, actually includes 4 of the previous books in one. So these are the covers of each 4 of the previous books, and I just combined them all into one book offer here on Amazon KDP. Now, when I first looked into it, I didn't think it was a good idea, but I actually kind of made a mistake in my calculations. So let me show you guys how I thought about this and why I kind of changed my mind and decided to end up going with this book. So here is one of the two books in question. You can see it has 80 pages and I'm selling it for $14.99. And when I come over to the royalty calculator here that Amazon provides for free, you can see that this book as it stands currently does about $16.15 in royalties per copy. You can see that the page count is a factor here, as well as the size of the book, whether it's a paperback and black and white, etc., etc. But essentially $16.50 per copy is what I was making per book of these original two books. You can see, for example, the second one here has 68 pages. And so if we put that in, you'll actually notice something interesting here, that it actually does not change the royalty amount. That's because it's my understanding that anything less than 108 pages is going to have the same exact printing cost. And so you're going to make the same amount of royalties. Now, initially what I was scared of was the fact that combining both of these books together might actually make the page count so high that I actually make less royalties even though I'm selling it at a higher price. But when we combine these two books, 80 pages plus 68 pages, we get 148 pages, and my plan is to sell it at $19.99, and you'll see here that that would actually fetch me a royalty of $8.48. But I actually think I can get this page count down to closer to 135, and you can see if I'm able to do that, my royalty will go up to $8.70. So as you can see, once you get above 108 pages in your page count, each page is going to change the printing costs and therefore change the amount you make in royalties. Another thing that I just want to note really quick is that these books are part of a series. So you can see here that this is book 1 of 2 in this dosage calculation for nursing students series. This one here is book 2 of 2. And so this third book, once I bundle them together, I would publish as the third book in this series, just to make it super clear to the customer what's going on, that they're actually getting the first 2 books combined into one. So that's kind of what I was referring to here when I'm talking about editing and reformatting the interior of these books. I'm going to try to condense down from 148 pages to about 135 pages, and I think I can swing that. Just for a little more context here, you can see this is book number 1. I've pulled up just the PDF file of the interior, and I think I can go through and actually take out a few of these pages. Once we get through the front matter of actually explaining how to do these problems, I think there's probably a sizable chunk of these practice problems that are actually redundant and that I don't need to have. I could actually just take some of these practice problems out, and not only would that shorten the page count here, obviously, but there's an answer key at the end of these books as well, and so it would take up less space in the answer key and overall make the book a bit shorter. Obviously, I wouldn't want to just put these two books together, like essentially just create a new PDF by combining these two existing PDFs, not only because the page count would be unnecessarily long, but also because you see here there's a title page for each of these books, and it would be weird to come across a title page of a book in the middle of the book. So the title pages would change and be condensed into one title page at the beginning, and that would further reduce the page count by a couple pages. So that's what I'm going to work on first. That's kind of boring. I don't think anybody really needs to see me go step by step through that process, but I will show you guys how I work with freelancers to get some of this done, and I'll especially show you guys how I work with freelancers for the cover design, because as you know, the cover is super important, and I do want to change the front cover. I'm not exactly sure what direction I'll go, but I do want to change the front cover of this new book to make it as eye-catching as possible. All right, that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please leave a like. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'd love to know what you guys think, and if there are any other steps you want me to document along the way. As always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.